Right?
I just hit record, so here we go. It is, I was just going to say it's September 2nd. It's February 3rd. Welcome to our team call. So welcome to our Fierce and Fearless call. We are going to be talking about two things today. First of all, taking advantage of February, because it's the biggest month in Beachbody historically every year. So you want to be taking advantage of it. And then we're also going to play a little audio clip and then talk about owning your own business, owning it. And we're going to go from there. But first, you want to start with some shout outs there, Tricia?
I do. I'm hoping we have a newbie on tonight from Fearless team, Jamie Wolf. I hope she's on. She was calling in from Texas. She was on the softball field with her daughter. Jamie was a challenger for 6 months. A referral to one of our downline coaches, had a great transformation on the 21-day fix, of course, was a great challenger, amazing challenger. We saw potential in Jamie for so long. She's a hairdresser, a mom of one little girl, and she has finally taken the plunge and joined our Fearless team, became a coach, already signed a coach, and is ready to actually work this business. I think she has exactly what it takes to do some great things and helping others. I'm hoping she's on by call. If not, I'm excited to see Jamie Wolf produce some fun stuff in the future. So watch out for her. I'm excited for her. The other one is Karen, my girl Karen. Karen is consistently really just vital behaviors through and through. She's been shouting out challengers, running a challenge group with amazing results, supporting others, friending others, just doing the things that a successful coach does, and therefore producing numbers, having success. Has told me numerous times recently she wants to do this full time, which she is a full-time salesperson in the largest floral distributor. I'm probably saying that wrong. But anyway, a mom of triplets, and just someone that you want to be friends with. So it just goes to show you those little things you do daily compound effect to the big things that happen. So well done, Karen. She has challengers right now that one of her challengers, 25 pounds, 21 days. She found her niche market, in my opinion, with moms of multiples. So pretty exciting as she finally found that avenue to go after. And not afraid, fearless. So well done.
Awesome.
Back at you, Dana.
Okay. I have a couple people, but before I mention them, I want to mention Allison Sorokin and Erica McCarthy, because they're both going through a lot right now with stuff going on in their family with Allison's mom and Erica's daughter, and they're still showing up when they can show up. They're still almost going back to like Nikki's call. They're still using this as a part of their normalcy in their day, and they're doing it even though they have so much heartache and stress going on in their lives right now. So send them love and prayers for Allison's mom and Erica's daughter, and keep them in your thoughts. I know they're not on tonight. But I wanted to call out, I don't see her on tonight, but Stacy Tate is a coach that I've been noticing a lot more and more and more lately. Her posts have been amazing. She just kind of she didn't sign up as a discount coach, but she kind of started as a discount coach, and there she is commenting on this. Maybe she's getting on. She just kind of decided to open the door and start going, and decided that she wants to quit her job. So she's figuring out what she needs to do in order to do that, and she's really put pedal to the metal, and she's going full full on with that, and her posts have been amazing lately, and she's really been extremely consistent. And the other person I want to recognize tonight is Amanda Cuomo. She is not a new coach, but she is new here with us, new to restarting her program. And I asked her today I asked everyone on our page today to reach out and invite someone to be a coach. And even though I know it scared the crap out of her, she did it. And she has an appointment to talk to them on the phone tomorrow. So good job. And yeah, so should we start talking about February? Go over what the challenge pack specials are. You have that up, Tricia?
I do.
Okay, awesome.
Guys,
go for it.
I mean,
I have to burp. Excuse me.
we don't have to stress to you guys how amazing the 21-day fix is. It's on promotion this month. Again, third month in a row. Use it. There's no better priced program out there that gives you full 100% fitness and nutrition. No brainer, guys. At $140, it's priced. The 21-day fix extreme. If you have people that maybe are looking to upgrade, you can absolutely go and promote them to the 21-day fix extreme. Both programs are priced at $140. The quick start 21-day fix and extreme $180. Guys, that's a no-brainer also. The 3-day refresh is bundled in with the 21-day fix. If people really give you that why, that they really are focusing in on nutrition, want to jumpstart, bundle in for another $40 the 3-day refresh. Really smart way to start off the program. Or to do it at the end of the 21 days before they start the second round. Someone told me today that Body Beast, I think it was you, Karen, Body Beast is also on promotion this month, which I didn't know that.
Oh, no.
Someone told me $140. I forget who it was, sorry.
Well, there you go, Amanda, for your mom.
$140 for the Body Beast Challenge Pack. Guys, when that originally came out, that was $205.
Yeah.
And then when it was on promotion, it was on promotion for $180. Prior to Hammer and Chisel, my results with Body Beast, hands down, old school powerlifting, little cardio. If you haven't done it, go on demand, try a little bit. It's Sagi, old school. It's fun. It's a great program for us 40-year-olds that need to lift weights, or if you want to get, your men involved. It's a great program. So that's on promotion. Also, just the plain 3-day refresh challenge pack, $140. It's a great way to start off. What I have done in the past, guys, with the 3-day refresh, it's okay to sell someone a challenge pack that has bought a challenge pack in the past. You get your points. I know we don't talk about it a lot, but I have done that and in the past for somebody that comes back to you and says, okay, maybe I want to try this. So,
well, you get 3 lifetime points. So if someone bought a challenge pack before and they buy another one, you will get at least 1 more point. You're not supposed to get 2. Sometimes they miss it. It happens.
It does happen. But grab the extra point.
But, if you get the extra point, you get it. But, people can buy a second challenge pack. So, yeah, if somebody wants the 3-day refresh, tell them to cancel their Shakeology order and buy a challenge pack because
it's a great
$10.
Yep, $10. So has everybody tried the cafe latte? Okay. I've had mixed reviews on it. I absolutely love it. We're already at the end of the bag. My kids, that's all they want. They ask for it. I know Karen doesn't love it. She's a coffee drinker, not a cold coffee drinker, doesn't love it. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest you try it. I think it's that good.
It's good. I like it. I'm like if you like your flavored coffees, your frappuccinos, stuff like that, you're going to like it. Like my husband, he likes his coffee black. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Nothing
and
to do
Karen,
with
the same thing. Wasn't a big fan. I love it. My kids love it. But try it so that you know what it tastes like. The package comes, the box set, if you're buying it, it's the 3 chocolate vanilla or the cafe latte. It's creamy, does taste like coffee in my opinion. They said it doesn't. To me, it does. But
It does.
It reminds me of those Starbucks double shots.
Yeah,
like the cold ones you can get in a can.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it
Or like
does.
a monster mocha
Everybody said, "Oh, it
without
doesn't."
all the junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. My kids love it. If that's what they're going to drink, I'm going to buy them a bag of Shakeology. So, am I missing a challenge, Pat? Am I missing a
No. Oh, size.
size? Who's a size fan? If you haven't seen the new promotion video, it's very good. Dana, post it in your team. It's really good. Have you seen it? It's the new promotional challenge pack video. It's a girl, like it's a woman sharing her experience about size instead of real commercial. She is sharing. It's excellent. I will send it to you, Dana.
Okay, good. I haven't seen it.
So good. It's so smart. It takes the salesy commercial out of the challenge pack. So if you're a dancer or don't want to work out, or your market maybe is not into what we do, burpees and stuff, size might be great. I hate to throw size under, but I'll never promote it. But Sean T has a great, follow him if you're not. He really pushes his size. So
Anyone that
okay.
likes Zumba. Real quick, if you're new and unsure of how to quickly change your Shakeology order when you're logged into the back office, right in the middle, there's a little rectangle that says, what does it say, like update your Shakeology order or change your modify. And you just go in and you can switch anything. You could change the date, you can change the flavor.
Yep.
So it's really easy and quick, just so you know. All right. So we're a couple days into February. Like I said, February is historically the biggest month in Beachbody. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, in January, I'm struggling. I can't hit Success Club. January's been hard. I thought January was so big. And I said, January is still kind of a little bit rough. You're coming off the holidays. People are getting their credit card statements from Christmas and whatnot. February, especially the last week of February, is always huge. February and March. So Tricia and I just wanted to talk about how to get the most out of February. And what you can do. We talked October, November, December. We talked all about this is the time to plant your seeds. This is the time, you're watching TV and you see the Jenny Craig, the Weight Watchers, the gym commercials. So that's what you've got to be doing. You got to be planting your seeds. So we're there. You planted them. That part's done. So this is the month. This is the month where you're supposed to reap those rewards.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how this is the month to be brave. This is the month to go and invite 10 people a day. This is the month to put yourself out there and to have no fear, to be fearless. This is the month that is going to change the course of the rest of your year. Yeah. So you have to go for it. This is the month to go for it. It's time. It is time to reap those rewards. You've been hinting for months and months and months. Yeah. So now you got to go for it.
Yes. The groundwork has been done. You don't have to skate around. If people want it, they're ready. They might not allude to it, but they are ready. The holidays are done. The New Year's done. They're back on schedule. They're ready. Spring is kind of in the air.
The groundhog saw his shadow or didn't. What is it?
Yeah, I think it was good for us. But honestly, people are watching. This is the hottest month, the heat of February, as Dana put it when we were chatting before. Now's when you actually go in for the hook. You actually ask for the sales. You invite. You promote. It's big. You did all the groundwork for 3 months, 4 months, a year, whatever. Do not be afraid to make now the time, especially with Team Cup. Lots of incentives. And we'll go into that, I guess. A little bit, right, Dana?
Yeah, you wanted to share your tips for Team Cup, so.
Yeah. not everybody probably is on a Team Cup if we have some newbies in here, but Team Cup is, when I was introduced to Team Cup, and Dana and I were talking about this, we promoted it like, oh, it's just doing what you're already doing. You're just combined with other people, but you're already doing what you're doing. So don't worry about it. If you earn some prizes, yay, good. This is different for me all of a sudden. Team Cup is about rallying with a group of individuals that you've lined yourself up with to make each other better, stronger, more alive, and to push each other. Competition is, we thrive on competition. And if that means personal or team competition or company-wide competition, you need to do it now. Thrive on each other, promote each other, push each other, start a group chat, line up with each other with daily assignments, ask each other, have a mini assignment, get going. Doesn't matter who's leading the team, who's the captain of the team. You guys need to use each other to get to that next point. And you know what? Hold each other accountable. Each month you do that. How many invites did you do? Let's invite right now. You want this month to be that foundation, that rock for the next couple months. So lots of ideas. I know Mary Beth gave us this every day, these daily tasks, and it's amazing. You guys can come up with them yourselves, what you want to do each day to promote your business. I know Dana has calendars out there.
Well, I'm doing every day. I'm putting an assignment for the month of February. I'm posting an assignment. Do it.
Yep.
Amanda, like I said earlier, she's been afraid to do anything, but she finally decided to do an assignment today, and she got a good reaction from it. So just do them. If it's completely out of your comfort zone, good. It should be out of your comfort zone. This month is for getting out, completely out of your comfort zone. Go balls to the wall.
What's the worst? Somebody says no thank you. I had a list of what I wanted to say on this stuff. I can't find my paper. Typical. Have a vision this month. Literally tell each other what your goal is in your team. Tell each other what you hope to happen. Once you verbalize it to your teammates, it's easier to reach, obtain. Make this the best month ever that you've had thus far. Write down your goals, share them with your teammates, brainstorm daily or weekly, come up with an idea that you hope to do. It's 28 days this month, or we're 29 days. It's the shortest month, but it has the most power to it, okay? Make it that best month ever. Choose 3 to 5 things you want to change this month in your business or in your personal life, and share that with your team. Okay, so I'm going to work out 20 days this month. I'm going to follow the 21-day fix. I'm going to read this book this month. Decide with your team 3 to 5 things that you have full control over in your business that relates back to your personal life, or vice versa. What's happening in your personal life will affect your business also, but share that with your team. Your vision for the month, how many Success Club points you're going to have, and then break it down. We always talk about a reverse engineer. So reverse engineer that. Okay, I want to hit Success Club 10 this month. Forget the numbers. So Success Club 10 is 5 people. 5 people you need to engage with at the end of the month that you want to have enrolled in a challenge group, right? Okay, so 5 people. Let's say you need to talk to 50 people. That's 5%. Sorry, somebody do the math. Is that
No, they say on average 1 out of 10. I don't know. I find that a little high.
Okay, but the point is, if you're looking for 5 people, you got to invite more than 5 people. You got to invite more than 10 people.
Invite 100.
I printed out. I posted on my group, Dana. I gave it to you.
Yeah.
120.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm going to share that in my page
I actually printed it out. I'm old school, okay?
I shared that with my Team Cup, but I'm going to put that in our page now.
And you just write in your circles, X amount, write them out who you're inviting. It's 120 invites. Underline the name once you message them, cross them out once you've added them to your group. I mean, it sounds so easy, simple, because I say this all the time. It's not easy, but it's simple.
Right. The other nice thing about...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, keep going.
It's the simple things that lead to big changes. It's hard, believe me. It's scary, but it's simple. So find the tools that you need to get there. Track your people, talk to your people, write them down.
Right.
You know, I even told my husband today, he was talking to me about business, his work. I said, write it down what you want to do. Put it on your visor of your car, because he's in the car a lot, and physically say it out loud every single time you get in that car. Look up at your visor and say it every single day. I will hit Success Club 10 this month. I will add 2 coaches this month. Right. Say it over and over and write it down, and tell your girls on your team or your guys on your team. Those are just little tidbits. We talk about the cup because it's the big thing. This is stuff you should be doing daily, monthly. But you have to decide how bad you want it to work as hard as you want it. Nothing of what I'm saying I invented. I wish I did, but I didn't. Okay? This is just duplicated from some other person that taught me. There is millions of tips out there, videos out there. I just say it in my Tricia way. But if you want to Google tips on Team Cup, you will see top coaches tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Beliefs, is a lot of it. Go ahead, Dana.
I was going to say the nice thing about using that chart too is you have it at the end of the month for all your follow-ups. You can follow up with the people who may or may not have been interested or said that they were interested and then you just didn't hear back, because we hear all the time the follow-ups are the biggest thing, because how many times do you get a message and you look at it and you mean to reply and you forget?
Yeah.
Or, you're busy. People are busy, especially us moms. So the follow-up is always fantastic, especially as you close in on that end of the month. So keeping track of who you've spoken to, what they're interested in, where you left off the conversation, and have it on one piece of paper is important.
Don't forget you're a person. Like, go out in the world, and I'm telling myself this because I'm such a homebody. When you're at your kids' sporting stuff, or you're at the school volunteering, or you're at work, or you're in the line at the grocery store, guys, Dana, we've heard this story from Jennifer. I mean, she was literally in the store, and some woman's like, "Oh, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm going shopping for my stuff," and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she engaged with this woman. So remember, you have a voice, and you have, it's about you too, not just on the computer. Be out there. Half of Dana's coaches now are from her preschool, or her kids' friends. So point is, like, those are your people too. All right. Anybody have questions before we move on with Team Cup, teams, incentives, anything with that? You know what, Mary Beth, that daily assignments that you're sharing with our team, do you mind if I share that with Dana's team? They're out of the box a little bit. There's a lot of information, but even if you grab 1 or 2 things, it's not always about invite 3 people and do this. Last night I did the crazy hair picture on that slide, Mary Beth, that you shared with me. It said, like, share something personal or a secret or something that people don't know. That's where that came from. And the feed was 100 people on my dirty hair. So
yeah, share that, please.
So I'll share that, Mary Beth. But it's about engaging, forming. Even though we should have done that those months, it's okay to start that now. Sorry. Good? Questions before we move on Team Cup or anything else?
Can I just make a suggestion too that I've been doing? I've noticed same people over and over again liking my posts, not commenting, but liking them.
Okay.
And it seems to be like a theme of all my Beachbody things they're liking. So I'm kind of keeping track of those. And every once in a while, I'll reach out to one of them because I feel like they're following me for a reason, because that's the ones they're liking, not my family ones, not the kid ones, but it's my Beachbody ones.
Yeah.
They might not want to commit to the idea by commenting, but they still paying attention.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny. I recently noticed somebody was liking my post from high school. It was a guy that I went to high school with from kindergarten. So I inboxed him. I said, okay, 3 likes in a row. You're wondering what I do, right? And he came back. He's like, oh, my God, me and my wife are sitting here right now saying, what is this all about? How can we get involved? And I was like, sometimes you got to just like go in and be like, instead of, hi, how are you? I like your kids are really cute. Nice vacation. Like, I literally said it right to him. Haven't spoken to him. And I'm like, I knew he was liking the stuff that I wanted people to. So I said, okay, what you're wondering, right? So sometimes knowing your audience and how to do it, you just go in. What's the worst? They don't answer? I've said this so many times. My upline coach invited me 3 times over a year. I never responded. I looked at it, never responded for a year. So you never know.
Follow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless someone
So,
says, no, stop harassing me. Keep
yeah, then I never answered. She asked me in one line. She said, so I hear you would make a good coach, because my sister knew her. I didn't know my upline and never answered. So you never know. And she never hawked. She just said that, and I never answered. So, all right. Anybody?
Before we move on, your dirty hair posts. Can you embrace those curls? They're fabulous.
No, they're not.
They're
Yes.
really fabulous.
Oh, yeah, but that was like phony. I was like, so if you saw me really,
Yeah,
I
but
took
you
like
know what?
4,000.
I know this is completely sidetracked, but you haven't had curly hair in how many years? So you got to let it regroup. Get some good. The first time I
Yeah, I
curled
love your hair.
after
Who said that?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie! You jumped on!
Yeah,
Jamie,
I did. I've been listening and throwing things in every now and then, but my phone was like refusing to download the Zoom, so I just called in.
Okay, perfect. Jamie's
I'm
my
here,
RD
and
coach. Woo! Okay. Yes, the curls I have issues with, but it brings me back to the days of like when I was, I don't want to really think about it, but
Oh man,
They're
just start going
beautiful.
more than one day. It gets less and less greasy as you go on.
13
I wash
days.
my hair every day. Now,
13
Seriously.
days.
I'm telling you, you need to get some good curling cream or something. Put in your hair, let it air dry. You got to do it a couple of times, and all of a sudden the curls are going to bounce back nice.
All right.
Actually, a lot of my curly-haired friends say that the whole no poo thing, their hair has never felt better. They don't ever wash it. They rinse it, or they'll do an apple cider vinegar rinse and then just leave them alone.
I got a good coach on our team, right?
Sorry.
I think you
I'm a
need to
total hair
embrace
creeper,
it.
y'all.
Oh, she's another Southern girl. Attract all these Southern people. I don't know how. All right, go round 2.
All right.
Next topic.
Next topic. What are we talking about again? Owning your business. I'm going to play this and hopefully you guys can hear it. Tricia shared this with me this morning. It's going to sound really mean. Too bad. What? No, it's very. This is in your face and hot.
Darren,
I know.
you might have already heard it. If you're a Darren Daly, go ahead.
Can you hear it?
I can. Wait. No.
All right. You know what? Hold on. Maybe if I take my headphones out. Hold on. Can you hear it?
I can't hear it. I saw Tricia share it earlier,
I'll play
but
it off my phone. Okay, I'm going to play it off my phone. Hang on. I'll just play it loud near wherever the speaker is. I don't know where the speaker is. Hopefully you guys can hear it. hear it?
No excuses. Look,
Can you
we
hear
all
it?
start out in this thing called life exactly the same.
I can hear it.
Naked, scared, and ignorant. Sure, certain things happen to us. Things happen to all of us. But what happens to us doesn't define us. What we do about it does. Like it or not, you have 100% responsibility for your life. Everything that's going on in your life right now is your own dang fault. All of it, no matter what has happened. Hear me now. It is your fault. If you haven't achieved your dreams, it's your fault. If you are low on money, it is your fault. If you got divorced, it's your fault. If the relationship with your kids, coworkers, neighbors, or friends is tension-filled or less than loving, it's only your fault. If you are overweight, not where you wanted to be in your career, not joyful, not mentally and spiritually peaceful, don't have enough time, feel overwhelmed, overscheduled, and frazzled, say it after me. It's your fault. You did it. All of it. Remember this formula for owning 100% responsibility for your life going forward. All you have in life has been created by, 1, what you did, 2, and this one people forget. Sometimes you have limited results in life not by what you did, but by what you didn't do. But you could have, you knew you should have, but still didn't. And that is why you have limited results. You didn't do what you knew you could have, thus, it's still your fault. Number 3, or lastly, and this one is one that really trips people up. But Darren, what if you get hit by a bus, or you're in a tsunami, or fall off a horse and break your neck? Are you responsible for the bus hitting you or the tsunami? No, of course not. But you are responsible for how you respond to what happens to you. Thus, no matter whatever happens, no matter what your wife, boss, client, or competitor does, no matter whoever is president, what happens in Washington, in the economy, in other parts of the world, whatever difficulty you encounter, the outcome of your life is still your fault. Your dreams are your responsibility. The only variable factor to whether you conquer them is what? Say it with me. The only variable factor to whether you conquer your dreams is what? All together now. Yeah, you. Nothing else, no one else, no excuses.
Okay. So you can say it, and we don't have to be the mean ones.
That's a tough one. Who has not read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy? It's a short, brief book. Get it.
It's free in our team page. The
Yep.
PDF is in our team
I
page.
think ours is too.
Free.
The Compound Effect. More or less, he says it harsh, and in the book, it's small, daily activities, habits lead to major life effects. And small daily activities that you don't do lead to major effects. It goes along with our business, what we do, absolutely, physically, financially, everything. It kind of goes with that, Dana. But
and it's the whole thing. I think what he said, don't be upset by the results you don't get. By the things that you didn't do. So if you're not doing your 3 vitals, if you're not being consistent, then don't be upset when you're not at the place where you want to be.
Yep.
So
He also has a daily, like this one that Dana just played is a daily thing. It comes to my text every day and I listen to it on my way to work. It's like a 2 to 5 minute little spiel. So if any of you guys aren't signed up for him, it's a nice quick hit in the morning. I usually get it around 8:20 or 8:25.
Yep, and I get an email too, Karen, that comes really early. The text comes later. But it's a no-brainer, 2-minute, excellent. I think it's Darren Daly it's called. Okay, so that kind of leads us, funny enough, to owning up to your business.
right.
Taking full responsibility for where you are and what you're doing and where you're not and what you're not doing. He says it a little bit straight up, and unfortunately, I never say it straight up. And in my own life, I'm in my kids, in my house, in my everything. It goes back to your own owning it. So, Dana, go ahead, start us off.
Well, I was going to say, I'll remember 2 summits ago sitting in Brigitte Lingford's panel discussion, and she talked about how, and Jeff Hill, when he did our team call, he talked about how our business, even though when we have a team, coaches, has to be 80-20. 80% you and your personal business and 20% to your team. So at the end of the day, you have to remember that this is not your coach's team. Or your coach's business. This is your personal business. What you can rely on your upline for is guidance, motivation, support, follow-up answers to follow-up questions. What you can't expect from your upline is for them to build your team or run your business, because they have to build their own team and they have to run their own business. So at the end of the day, you have to remember that this is yours. You own this, and it's your responsibility to make it work. It's your responsibility to reach out to your upline, reach out to your team, show up. Show up. If you're not showing up, if you're not meeting your team, your upline halfway, don't expect them to run backwards to you, because it's not going to happen. So you have to just remember that this business is yours and yours alone. And so, like I said, what you can expect from your upline and from your team is guidance, support, motivation, and answers. When I say answers to follow-up questions, it's because, if you want to know something, look it up on the FAQs, look it up in the back office, look it up on YouTube, find the answer yourself. And then if you still don't understand, then ask for help. Ask for help understanding. But you want to learn this business for yourself. You want to get the knowledge so that you have it. And you know what? When you find it, share it with your team. Be that person. Go ahead, Tricia. You want to say something?
I love analogies. Dina, can I give an analogy?
If it's the one we talked about earlier, then yes.
Yeah, I love analogies. Okay, so how exciting, right? You sell a 21-day fix challenge pack. You're thrilled. This person is she already told you she has 10 pounds to lose. She wants to get back in shape. She's going to do it. She has everything planned out. She's going to meal prep, and she's going to work out every single day for 21 days. And her family, she bought new outfits, new shoes. She knows she's going to do it, right? Okay, so you enroll her in your challenge group. You give her daily motivation. You enroll her with all the meal plans and the prep and your expertise and your suggestions, right? You lead this girl exactly to the path to success. But that challenger, unless she pushes play every day, unless she eats the meal plan, uses the containers, takes the measurements, takes her pictures, shows up, holds herself accountable, decides, believes, as much as you want to help that person, unless she physically does the work, has the belief, decides, nothing will fix. There's no transformation. There's no change. Her life stays the same, even though she came to you believing or deciding that this was the answer. This is what she needed. And you can give her every tool, every motivation, every inspiration, every pat on the back, well done, group effort, private group. Unless that girl physically pushes play every day, puts her sneakers on, shows up, meal preps,
she'll never get the
will not
results.
happen. You can't do it for her. You can't, even though you want to help her. You believe in her. You want to literally say, let's go. I got your sneakers. Let's go downstairs and push play. That's not what we do. We can't do it for our challengers. And the same goes with our team. We can believe in them. We know they have it. We can give them every tool. We give you the knowledge, the team calls, the motivation, the stories of success and who's out there doing it. Unless you guys do it, unless you physically read your personal development and be a product of the product and all the other stuff that goes along with it, it doesn't work. Even though you could be on the top team. We've seen coaches leave and go to the top coach. You can be on the top coach's team. You're the one that has to change and do the work and to believe in it and decide. And I know that's hard to say, hard to hear, but you have to make it happen.
Right. And there's a lot of time. There's some people will use the thing as my upline is a discount coach, or my upline doesn't do team. And we have this within our team as well. I was put on a weak leg. I was put on an inside leg. I don't have anyone to build a strong leg for me. I work too much. I don't work enough. I never see people. The list can go on and on and on, but until you decide to own those excuses and decide to overcome them on your own, you're never going to find the success you're looking for. So just like Tricia said, you can't help a challenger any more than giving them the tools and the know-with-all and the support and the motivation and the guidance and whatever knowledge you have. And the same thing goes for you and your downline. The same thing goes for us and you guys. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink, right? It's the horse, right? It's the same. Yeah. So you have to take ownership. You can't blame anything outside. You can't blame your upline, can't blame your leg. You can't blame what training you have or haven't had, what's offered now compared to what was offered 2 years ago. You can't blame any of that stuff. You have to take ownership for exactly what you're doing every day to build your own business.
And it goes back, guys, you've heard this a million times too. It goes back to your why. If your why is strong enough and you understand your why, it's easy to work as hard as you're going to work. I put a video in my page the other day, Dana. I just copied and pasted it to your. If you could screen share it. Sorry, this is off the cuff. Yeah. It's so good that it's 2 minutes. If you could screen share it, Dana.
All right, I'm going to do it now.
If you have to understand what you're working for and how hard you want it. And that's why I know I have succeeded, even if it's for the little success that I have, because I know my why. So and I know why my why, if that makes sense. Dana, screen share.
I am. It's opening now. But the fact of the matter is you don't need a team and you don't need an upline to succeed in this business. We're lucky we have that.
Yeah, that's true. But this is good, girls. Take a listen. I thought it was great. I hope you appreciate it as much as I do. I did. Sorry, Dana. I didn't mean to throw that out at you.
That's okay. Can everyone see it? Can you see it? You can't? Tricia, you can't see it?
No, I just see our screen. Did you screen share it?
Yeah. It's not. All right, hold on. I'm watching it right now. I'll pause it.
It's good. It's well worth a watch.
Screen share. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit the actual share screen. Do you guys see it now? Hello? Do you guys see it? I can't hear you, so.
I see it.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I see it.
All right. Do you hear it?
No, don't hear it.
Do not hear it.
You don't hear it?
No.
I don't know why. Hold on. Let's see. Screen share. Oh, share computer sound. That would help, right?
Well, the next thing they
You hear
say
it?
is what? How do I know what? But the key really isn't to know what. The key is to know why. Because when you know your why, you have options on what your what can be. For instance, my why is to inspire people to walk in purpose. My what is stand-up comedy. My what is writing books. My what can be going out with some friends to eat. In fact, another what that has moved me towards my why is a web series that we have out now called Break Time. So every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you should subscribe to the channel. We do a series called Break Time on YouTube. So 3 o'clock, we drop a new episode. One episode in particular, I'm about to show you a clip to. We were in Winston-Salem. So Break Time, this is how it works. I travel the country. I do stand-up comedy, probably an hour, hour and a half at an event. And in the middle of my show, I'll just sit down and start talking to the audience. And funny just happens. Or I'll meet somebody who's really interesting. So I met this one guy, and he said that he teaches music at a school. I was like, all right, you teach music, can you sing? And then I'm just going to show you the clip. Check it. So you're a musical director. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, what you give me the version is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick if you know which version I'm talking about. Just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Right now I'm found, was blind, but now I see.
So here's the thing. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time I asked him to sing, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose.
That was good. I like that. Man. It's true. Our what is Beachbody. You're muted, Tricia. I'm unmuting you.
Yeah.
Our what is Beachbody. So we got to figure out what our why is. And sometimes our why. Oh, hold on. I got more things playing.
But absolutely, that will determine. Did you hear the difference in his song?
Oh, geez.
And you know that when you work your business, the passion, the purpose comes through when you truly understand why you're doing it.
Right. So if you've never done it, or if you haven't done it recently, because it changes all the time, and I know I just asked Matt and Amanda and a couple other people to do it, because it's on the back of that new coach form. Write down your why. Write down exactly why you're doing this. And like we've said, write it on Post-it notes, put it around your house, repeat it to yourself. When you feel like stopping or quitting, read the Post-it notes, read the piece of paper where you wrote it, because that's what's going to drive you. That's what's going to drive you. And that took us off like the whole owning your business, but that was really good. I like that video, Tricia.
Well, I think it kind of goes back. When you own your business and you know your why, it doesn't matter where you are as far as, why you think you can't do this or what's holding you back or all those excuses.
Right.
Time and energy and money and, I don't have my upline didn't, whatever those things that you think
are holding you back, they're not.
Yeah.
It's
and
yourself.
And even what Darren said, blame yourself. I know I did. I said it to my team today. I have no one to blame for my, not hitting everything I wanted to do this year, but myself. And same goes with my family, my kids, my house, my relationships, everything. I can't blame my sister for, I have issues with her or whatever. It's me or my kids, my 16-year-old that thinks I'm crazy. He might think it, but, it's me. So, anyway, makes sense? Kind of, in a harsh way. You don't want to hear it, right? All right, so now you have to decide what you're going to do to change that or what you're going to do. There's always a call to action.
Well, I just thought I was just going to give a call to action. We didn't want to talk about this, but I was going to say, any excuse you've been using over the last couple months, make a list of all the excuses you've been making recently or over the last couple months. You don't have to do it right this minute. You can do it when we get off the phone because it's already 10 o'clock. And then burn it, tear it up, and toss it and stop using them. And when you catch yourself using one, remember you got rid of them.
That's great. Yeah. Yep.
And as just right back to that 80-20 rule, as you grow, as your team grows, remember that rule for yourself, because it's so easy to get wrapped up in your team and what you need to do for them and how to help them, that you kind of forget about your personal business, and that will backfire on you in the end. So always remember to own your own business first and then help out the people that are with you, because obviously you wouldn't be here if it weren't for your team. You won't find any success without your team. So you have to be there to help them and to guide them and support them. But at the end of the day, you have to remember you too have a personal business that you have to make a priority and run. So that's something to remember. Any final notes, Mrs. Stefanelli? Any questions before we?
No, I don't think so. Does anybody else? Anybody have questions? Anybody?
Anyone who wants to write down their list and then post a picture of it in your team page, our team page, Tricia's team page, say I'm not using these anymore, go for it.
That's cool.
We'll hold you accountable, especially if we're doing, if we talk and you give me one of those excuses, I'll be like, you wrote that down. You're not using it anymore.
It's hard, very hard.
So anyone who wants to share those, go right ahead. And then rip it up and burn it and throw it in the garbage can. Or put it down the drain, whatever you're going to do. And Colleen, go have a happy, healthy baby on Friday.
Thank you.
Probably won't see you for a couple calls, huh?
I'll be there.
Your team is growing with all the babies, Dana.
I know. There's something in that Shakeology.
Keep it away from here, please.
Oh gosh, Tricia. Come on, you need a little girl in that family. You got all boys.
You can borrow one of mine. I'll send them over.
No thanks. Oh, I mean, I didn't mean that about your baby.
I know you really don't want them. Trust me.
I really am fine without them.
You'll realize how easy boys are once she gets a girl.
I don't know.
Really, Karen, as the mom of 2 and 1, you think boys are much easier?
Oh, yeah.
Because my sister has boys, and they seem to be a massive handful.
No, they're more physical and more rough and tumble, but no, the attitude and the oh no, my daughter's much tougher.
Yeah, the drama.
So
Yes, there you
Lucia's
go, good word.
6 and in kindergarten, and she's already being like, Mom, like, and she like gives me these eyes and this mouth, like, ah. And I'm like, what is that face? Cut that face out. You can't give me that face. Stop recording.
I wouldn't trade her in.